Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video I'm excited to do because I put together a kind of like a summer makeup bag, and I want to share with you what I think you should be using this summer. I have sunscreen, I have body care, I have lots of makeup. And this video is actually inspired by Amanda Z here on YouTube. She has some really great content over on her channel. I want to give full credit to her because again, she did inspire this video. So I will link her channel down below. Be sure to check her out. So let's go ahead and get started. So firstly, let's go over the makeup, and then I want to share like the sunscreen and all of that afterwards. So I don't have something in every category, but these are just the makeup products that I think you should definitely reach for during the summer. Maybe it's going to be to prolong your makeup. Maybe it's going to just make you feel like you're wearing something very lightweight and something that's not super heavy, because obviously summer is very hot, especially where I am. I think later this week we're reaching like 106. I can only imagine what July and August is going to bring. So not looking forward to that one bit. But the first thing, I have been loving this and I've been swearing by it. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I know that e.l.f. has come out with their own, and I just have a little deluxe size sample of this one, but I just find something so special with the Milk Makeup one. Like I said, I do think the one from e.l.f. is good. I have the one that includes niacinamide, but for some reason, I just like the texture of the Milk one better. I think this one is less sticky than the one from e.l.f. And I know that the tacky feeling is what makes your makeup last longer, but from my experience, the way that this just easily smooths over the skin, glides over the skin, I don't think it's as tacky, and I think that this is actually allowing foundation to sit better on top. So I really enjoy this one, and this is definitely something that I'm going to be reaching for over the summer. I've noticed really good wear time when I use this primer. I have two options for more long wearing or full coverage foundations. The high-end option is a foundation I haven't spoken about yet on my channel, and it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I did pick this up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and at first I wasn't convinced about this foundation, but whenever I paired it with that Milk primer, it really came to life for me. This has really great coverage. It's not as full coverage as I thought it was. I don't know if maybe they've reformulated it since the last time I've tried it, but this has a beautiful medium to full coverage. It's still gonna let your skin peek through, but it's gonna wear like iron throughout the day, and especially if you pair it with the Milk primer, you're going to be set for the day. So I really enjoyed this one. I do wear the shade 1 into a crew, and I do think it's a good shade for me. If that's too expensive for you and you're wanting something that's going to be drugstore, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This is a longtime favorite of mine. I've actually finished one of these all the way up. This is my second bottle. This is technically expired. It expired in February, but it's only because of the sunscreen. So I've been kind of hanging on to it in case I want to use this sometime this summer, but I might see myself decluttering it because again, it is technically expired, but this wears like iron. This is such a good drugstore foundation, especially if you're looking for something that's going to give you that full coverage, that long time wear, and this is full coverage. Like the Estee Lauder, like I was saying, you can kind of see your skin peeking through, not this one. This one is very full coverage, and this one, what I really like about it is it's more liquidy, and those types of foundations tend to wear better on my skin because they're not very thick, they're not mousse-like or anything like that. This is very liquidy, and I love that consistency. So this is a drugstore option if you can't pull the Estee Lauder. Definitely recommend this one, especially if you're going to be like a guest at a wedding or something during the summer. Maybe it's an outdoor wedding and you're looking for something that's going to last all day long. It's going to withstand the heat, it's going to withstand sweat, water, all of that. Highly recommend. For powder, so concealer, I don't really have a lot of options here because I feel like no matter what, concealer just kind of wears down for me. I have some favorites. I have some that obviously perform better than others, but for me, it's really just about the powders for me. And so one that's super hardcore is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. This reminds me so much of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. I don't know if you've ever tried that before, but this one reminds me so much of that. I use this so sparingly because this is very mattifying. This is a product that I use when I want that long wear. Maybe I want to avoid any breakdown in my T-zone because my nose tends to break up pretty easily, because I tend to get a lot more oily there during the summer. My chin, my forehead, all of that. I might dust some of this powder on those areas, and it really does help prolong that makeup wear in that specific area. So really enjoy this product, and this is definitely something I would include in my summer makeup bag. All right, so now we're getting into bronzer, and I thought about some powder bronzers and maybe mentioning some longer wearing bronzers, but I wanted to just include this one. This is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. I wanted to include this one because this is such a beautiful formula for the summertime, because it has that shimmer throughout it. It has that luminosity to it. I do have the shade Summer Fridays, and this is really beautiful. And like I said, because of that luminosity in the formula, it's actually perfect to incorporate into your makeup routine this time of year. And they also have a pretty good shade range as well. So wanted to highlight that product. For blushes, again, I have high-end as well as drugstore options. Of course, I could not film this summer makeup bag video without mentioning the Bare Minerals bronzers. I love these so much. I've picked up all three of them. So I have the shade Kiss of Pink, which is the lighter of the three. This is definitely not my favorite one out of the three, but I do really like it. It goes with tons of different eye looks. The beautiful thing about these bronzers from Bare Minerals is that they are going to give you the most beautiful sheen and glow to your skin, and it's going to make it look like you're also wearing highlighter, but you're not. This is going to give you just a beautiful flush to your skin, and it's perfect for summer in my opinion. So Kiss of Pink, really beautiful, perfect for just kind of like lighter complexions. Kiss of Copper is the shade in the middle. This is beautiful, especially for summertime, because it's like that terracotta bronzy color, almost leaning orange. It's so pretty. Really enjoy this one. And then finally, which I think is probably my favorite, is Kiss of Rose. I was using this so much last summer. I actually included it in like one of my favorites, I think, of last year. Love this one. I love this one because it's gonna be kind of similar to Kiss of Copper in the sense of that it's this beautiful kind of terracotta, kind of brick red kind of color, but it has that rosiness to it where it still looks like blush. So really enjoy the Bare Minerals bronzers. They're definitely an item that I would definitely recommend picking up, adding to your makeup, your summer makeup bag for sure. If you're wanting an affordable option, the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes are beautiful. The shade in particular though that I'm recommending is Bold Heart. This is the most beautiful kind of reddish pink blush color. It's very impactful on the cheeks, so definitely less is more. Do not coat your brush too heavily when you apply this one because it's very pigmented, but it is so beautiful, especially for the summertime. And again, it's gonna give you that fiery look to your cheeks. So really enjoy this one. Okay, then I have some liquid blushes from the drugstore that wear like iron, that are so beautiful. And the LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush in the shade Rosebud is definitely a favorite of mine. This is a very long wearing cream blush. It's very pigmented, it's very long wearing. It's also matte, so it's going to dry down completely to a powdery finish. And what I will recommend with this product is squeeze some on the back of your hand first and then blend it out with the brush from your hand. I would not recommend like swiping some on your cheeks because it's probably going to be too much. But the shade Rosebud is a really beautiful kind of pinky salmony type of color. Really stunning. Also really nice for spring and summer. But this I just wanted to recommend because it's super affordable. I don't even think I've given it any type of fame, if you will, on my channel, and I really wanted to give it its glory because it's very, very long wearing, it's super pigmented, it's matte. So if you were an oily person, you have oily skin, and I shouldn't say oily person, that might be offensive. If you have oily skin and if you're worried that maybe cream products or liquid products would not work for you, definitely check out these ones from LA Girl. I think that they wear really beautifully, and again, they dry down to that wonderful powdery finish. But even dry skin, you know, folks, I think could also really enjoy this formula. However, these new ones from Juvia's Place are really, really nice as well. So these are called I think these are just liquid blushes. I have two shades. I have Soft Tulip as well as Blush Lily. So these beautiful, beautiful shades from Juvia's Place. These are super pigmented. A lot of people are comparing these to the Rare Beauty cream blushes. I still prefer the Rare Beauty cream blushes better or liquid blushes, because I like the finish of the Rare Beauty ones. I think those look a little bit more dewy on the skin, a little bit more glowy on the skin, and that's just personally what I prefer, especially in a cream or liquid blush. But if you maybe didn't like that about the Rare Beauty blushes, but you still loved the pigmentation level, you still loved the doe foot applicator, I do think that you'll love these from Juvia's Place. These are very long wearing, they're very pigmented, they have beautiful shades that you can choose from, but these are gonna be a little bit more matte on the skin in comparison to the Rare Beauty ones, in my opinion. Of course, Rare Beauty has the dewy formulas, the matte formulas. I have most experience with those Rare Beauty blushes in the dewy formula, so definitely keep that in mind. These will probably be more similar to the matte formula from Rare Beauty. All right, then we have highlight. In highlight, I really just wanted to include cream highlighter. Cream highlight, this is your time to shine, literally, no pun intended. The summertime, the most perfect time for cream highlighter. My absolute favorite cream highlight, it is just so, so beautiful, is this one from Winky Lux. This is the Strobing Balm in the shade Bubbles. Love this one so, so much. It's so easy to apply. I literally just run my ring finger over it and just dab it on the top of my cheekbones. Wears all day. It's so reflective. It's so, so beautiful. And I just recommend this. I love the one from Merit. Also the one from Flower Beauty is really, really nice as well. Also comes in a similar kind of pot applicator. Love cream highlights, and definitely don't overlook them. I know a lot of people tend to still prefer powder highlights. I feel like cream bronzers and cream blushes and liquid bronzers and liquid blushes are all the rage, but I feel like cream highlights still kind of get a mixed rap. I highly recommend cream highlighters. I think that they look so stunning on the skin. They look seamless. They don't emphasize as much texture, in my opinion, as a powder highlighter does. And they're so easy to apply. So really, really recommend those. And then I have a ton of lip products. I mean, a ton. I'm not gonna go over every single one of them just for the sake of time, because I still wanna get into the sunscreen, I still wanna get into the body care. So I'm gonna lump some of them together. So firstly, lip oils. Lip oils are the time, like summer is the time for lip oils to shine, let me tell you. These are three of my more favorite formulas. The Merit lip oil is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful color, is very moisturizing. It's also very lightweight. That is a common theme with a lot of these products, very, very lightweight products. The NYX fat oils, these are really beautiful as well. Also very hydrating, not very thick. They're not goopy. They don't make your lips stick together, which is something I really love. And again, they're very hydrating and lightweight on the lips. Also, the Rare Beauty Glossy Lip Balms. I do have the shade Nearly Neutral. In the NYX, I have the shade Scrollin'. And then in the Merit lip oil, I have the shade Marrakesh. Really beautiful shades here. But again, with the Rare Beauty, very lightweight on the lips, still pigmented enough where you're actually going to see that you have something on your lips, but again, very moisturizing. And what I love about them is they're fuss free. You don't have to worry about having a mirror on you. It's obviously helpful when they have some color to them, but you don't have to worry about a mirror. It's going to be hydrating. It's going to probably go with most eye looks, with most blushes, all of that. Another product, which is actually what I'm wearing on my lips today, is the Fenty Beauty Heat Gloss Bomb in the shade Hot Cherry. I am so upset because I left this in my car because we were at Schlitterbahn and I had my purse in the trunk and this was in my purse and I completely forgot. And I'm really hoping I didn't ruin it because this is such a beautiful lip formula. It didn't smell or anything when I applied it. It just looks a little bit thicker than I think I remember it being. So we'll see how this, like, I'm gonna leave it standing up and we'll see how this evens out or levels out, because I will be really disappointed. But this product is so beautiful because it's going to be very, very lightly pigmented, but it still has that red sheen to it where it's definitely still looking like you're a little bit more done up, because again, it has that red tint to it. But the tint is still very flattering and still will go with very natural makeup, but you could also even dress up a look with a color like this. So really enjoy the Fenty Beauty what is this called? Gloss Bomb Heat in the shade Hot Cherry. And the sting isn't too bad, I don't think. Also, just lip balms or more just very like shiny lipsticks, if you will. So first off, for lip balms, these CoverGirl Clean Fresh tinted lip balms are absolutely stunning. I have two shades here. I have You're the Palm, which is a beautiful, just kind of red flush color, super, super beautiful. And then also the shade Bliss You Berry. This is definitely kind of like the Clinique's Black Honey type of shade. Really, really beautiful. And again, these are just so, so fuss-free. They're pigmented enough where they're gonna dress up your makeup look, but they're also very hydrating and they're going to fade very naturally. So really enjoy those. Also really enjoy the Wet n Wild, what are these technically called? These are called the Rose Comforting Lip Color. So these are kind of Wet n Wild's take on the Makeup by Mario's lip plumping serums. I do have 3 shades here. I have the shade Soft and Juicy, which definitely has more of a frost finish to it, but it's definitely more of a neutral color. I also have the shade Taffy Daddy, which is, it looks like it doesn't have any shimmer to it and it's more of a neutral color as well. And then this one is really fun and I'm excited to use it. It's in the shade Cherry Syrup. And again, it doesn't look like it has any noticeable shimmer to it, but it's a very beautiful fiery red color. So I love these because they're very moisturizing and hydrating on the lips, but they are going to look super juicy on the lips, even though they're in the shape of like a lip balm. So really, really love those. And those are all of the makeup products. I also wanted to just kind of quickly recommend a setting spray, Charlotte Tilbury. I cannot get it right now, but the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is really, really good, very long wearing. Also, I really recommend the, or highly recommend the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. That one is probably my favorite, and then the Charlotte Tilbury. Both wear like iron, both really, really help with prolonging your makeup. But let's get into some like skincare products, because that is pretty much what inspired this video, like honestly. So firstly, let's talk about sunscreen. And actually, before I get into this, I actually forgot, I definitely wanted to mention this because this is more of not necessarily a product recommendation, but this is more of like just a reminder to pull out these products during the season. And those products are any foundations that have additional SPF. So for instance, I have the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40. Perfect time to use this, right? Double up on your SPF, go in with the facial sunscreen before your makeup, and then layering it with something that has that added protection is only going to help, right? So really recommend incorporating products like that. I also have my Mizon Snail Repair Intensive BB Cream. This has SPF 50. So again, just getting that additional protection is only going to help. Another product that I forgot to mention in the foundation, I'm so sorry. I had my full coverage on this side and then I forgot to mention these. So that's why I'm mentioning them now. So I apologize. But the Merit Cream Foundation Stick, or it's called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I have loved this. At first, I was kind of regretting my purchase, but I'm so glad that I decided to incorporate it a little bit differently into my routine because I love this. I use this on days when I want super light makeup. I just want some coverage, and maybe I'll apply just like some mascara and then walk out the door. I love this for that because it's long wearing. It does a really great job at covering, and like I said, it's just so quick and easy to do. So what I'll do is I'll literally just like swipe my finger over it, and then I'll just put it where maybe I have a lot of redness, maybe I have a breakout or something. I will use this to cover up. Also, I will put it underneath my eyes, and it wears so beautifully underneath the eyes. I very lightly set the under eyes, and it wears so well. So I do wear the shade Linen in this one, and I have been so pleasantly surprised. This one does not have that additional SPF, but again, it's something where if I'm not wanting to wear a full face because I'm gonna be outside and I'm gonna be maybe going shopping, or maybe we're going grocery shopping or something, but I want to look a little bit more put together, I will just throw this on because it's gonna give me that coverage, and it's also gonna look, again, like I'm more put together, but it's not gonna look super heavy on the skin. Okay, now it's time for sunscreens. So quickly, I purchased this from Ulta this past weekend, and then we went to Schlitterbahn. My mom was very kind enough to get us season passes, and my sister and brother-in-law and my nieces, they also have season passes, and so we are making it a point to go to Schlitterbahn multiple times this summer. If you're not familiar, Schlitterbahn is a water park here in Texas. Really fun place, and we've had a blast so far. But I purchased this sunscreen because I knew that we were going to Schlitterbahn this weekend, and I wanted something that I could put, like I could layer. So I have my spray sunscreen, but I also wanted like a lotion based sunscreen. So I picked up the Vacation Classic Lotion SPF 50. So this is a product that I feel like has gotten, or this brand rather, has gotten a lot of buzz lately. I think ever since they came out with that facial spray that has SPF 50, which I want, by the way. I feel like they've been getting a lot of buzz. So I decided to pick this up, and I'm so glad that I did, because not only does it have the most beautiful smell, like it smells so good. Not only does it have the most beautiful scent, it actually worked. Like I did not get sunburn, and we were pretty much out in the sun for maybe 5-6 hours, because I think we got there between 10:30 and 11, and then we didn't leave until almost 4 o'clock, and we were pretty much out in the pool, at the wave pool, for so long. And so the fact that I didn't get burned, really, like, I'm so impressed by this, because I had put on, and I'm not completely blaming this product yet because I've only used it once, but I put on the Kopari like sunscreen oil, and I was using that on, like, we did like this like little boat, I don't want to say boat trip because it really wasn't. We just got on a boat, and then oh my gosh, there's a gnat. But we got on this boat, and it was for my cousin's birthday or whatever. I got burned really bad, like really bad sunburn on my back, my shoulders, and I'm not saying it was the Kopari. Maybe I completely just forgot to put some, like, reapply back there. I don't know, but I reapplied this time. I made sure of it, and this really worked. So I'm super impressed by this. Now, something to keep in mind, okay? Make sure, especially if you're gonna be in the water, make sure that your SPF is water resistant, because I was actually taking notes of all of the sunscreens that I have, and I think I only have a few that are actually water resistant, because I like to, like, I wouldn't put this on my face just because I'm so afraid of breaking out. This is also very heavily fragranced, so I don't wanna put that on my face. So I was looking through, like, one of my favorite sunscreens is the Beauty of Joseon. That is not water resistant. I also have the Naturium one. That one's not water resistant. I have one from Can Make Tokyo, the Mermaid UV Skin Gel, that is also not water resistant. So many of my favorite sunscreens are not water resistant. However, these two are, and I highly recommend them. So this one is from the brand Misha. They make my favorite BB cream. So the Misha is a Korean skincare brand or makeup brand, beauty brand, what have you. This is made in Korea. This is called their Essence Sun Milk. So this is what it looks like. And this one is, I'm pretty sure, a chemical sunscreen. And it does not say on this, I had to look it up. This is also SPF 50. This one is water resistant. It's very affordable. It has a beautiful, beautiful formula. I don't notice any irritations with my skin when I reapply this. And again, I have not gotten sunburn on my face. So highly recommend this one. And I had to look it up to make sure it was, excuse me, water resistant. So I don't know if I went to like the Misha website. I think it was probably the Misha website, and that's where I found that it was water resistant. And then of course, keep in mind, I reapplied throughout the day. So love this one. It's a really great non-heavy formula that works really well. Also, one that I got this recommendation from Sarah Rose here on YouTube. This is really great if you are afraid of like having to, like, maybe because you're out in the sun, your face is a little bit more red. Of course, I have mild rosacea, so my face is always red. But let's say when I'm in the sun, I'm gonna have more flare-ups, so I want to also maintain my redness. This is really great for that as well. It's also water resistant. This is the Everyday by Unsun Mineral Tinted Face Sunscreen Lotion. Now, this is only SPF 30, which is why when I go to Schlitterbahn or do anything outside, and I'm gonna be outside for a prolonged period of time, I pack both of these because I want the higher protection, but I want the coverage because this is a tinted sunscreen. I picked mine up at CVS. That is where they had it. Was it CVS or Walgreens? One of the two, CVS or Walgreens. And this does really, really good at evening out the skin tone. They do have, I think it's like 2 or 3 different versions. So I have the light to medium one. They do have a deeper one, and I think they might even have an even lighter one now. But the light to medium one does work really well for me. It really does. It doesn't have coverage to it, but it does even out the complexion. So it really does kind of do away with that redness. The tint also kind of wears a while. So I only reapply this maybe like once, and then I reapply this like 2-3 times, whatever's necessary, because of course this is the one that has the higher SPF. But I do a cocktail. So like before we leave, I will use this, and then I will, or wait, maybe I use this first and then this, or I use this, get to the park, and then put this on. You know what I mean? Like I try to balance it out, and I also try my best to let it sink in before applying the other one because I don't want to like disturb the SPF, if that makes sense. So yes, highly recommend these. Again, this is the Everyday by Unsun Tinted Mineral Sunscreen, and then the Misha Essence Sun Milk. Really recommend these 2 sunscreens. Okay, then I have two more products. The scent of my summer is going to be this Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance. So this is the, I don't think there's a number to this one, but this is the Rio Radiance one. It smells so, so good. It smells like suntan lotion. Also, the cream is gorgeous. It is so, so pretty. It has some shimmer to it, which it actually does have shimmer to it. Oh my gosh, I love this scent, but this really does have shimmer to it. So you have to be okay with shimmer because you will see gold shimmer on your arms, on your legs, wherever you apply this lotion. But I'm telling you, the scent is so, so beautiful. I combine these all the time. That with mixing it with this vacation sunscreen, I mean, literally it is a cocktail made in heaven. I'm in love. So highly recommend picking both of these up at Sephora, excuse me, and I just layer these and it's a summer dream, seriously. But that is everything. That was a lot of makeup. That was a lot of product. That is everything that I included in my summer makeup bag. And I'm actually not gonna work out of this bag, but these are still products. This is still a video that I can refer to and use these products throughout the summer. These are products that I'm probably naturally gonna gravitate towards anyways. So I don't think I'll have to remind myself or push myself rather to use these products. So comment below, did you like this video? Are you going to become inspired by this and maybe create your own summer makeup bag with your skincare and SPF essentials and makeup essentials? I would love to hear from you guys. Also, I think I burned my scalp this weekend. It kind of looks a little bit irritated. Do you guys have any suggestions on how to protect your scalp? I know I should have worn a hat, so don't lecture me. I'm probably gonna wear a hat the next time, most likely. But if you have, like, if you've tried, like, I know Supergoop has like the part powder. If you've ever tried that, let me know. Or if you know of any other effective ways to protect your scalp, please let me know, because I will wear the hat if I have to. But when you're in the pool, in the water, like, I'm always afraid that I'm gonna lose my hat. So that's the other thing. So if you have any other methods, definitely let me know. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.